Sales of cuddly toys to adults continue to rise in the UK, pointing once again to the increasing infantilisation of society. They call them Kidults. Despite the fact that toy sales in the country dropped by 5% as a whole, sales of toys to adults rose by 6%. Sales of toys to fully grown adults now account for a staggering quarter of the toy market. That's more than £1 billion a year. According to Melissa Simmons, executive director at toy data tracking company Circana, over 18s are driving the sales. The situation is almost identical in the United States, where again a quarter of all toy sales go to adults, emphasising how permanent adolescence is becoming increasingly common. Toy companies are now creating special product lines just for these consumers, because kidults, mostly men in their 30s and 40s, want to constantly be reminded of their own childhood. Meanwhile, actual children seem to be more interested in buying video games, which it could be argued is actually more grown up than pathetic soy jacks playing with their Lego and Funko Pops. So-called consumer adults have become a classic meme. But these people, mostly man babies, don't seem to have any shame. To them, in the absence of bearing offspring, raising a family, or pursuing any real meaning in life, hyper-overconsumption is the only replacement readily available. And they can convince each other that it's some kind of achievement.
Love to see collections on here. Thought I'd share mine for everyone who likes to see collections. Welcome to my home office.
There's something truly haunting about this photo, which words can barely describe. We've also seen the rise of colouring books for adults, marketed on the basis of being good for mental health. Because why go for a run or lift weights to lift your mood
when you can sit at home and colour in some animals instead?
Today you're going to watch me melt down some of my discontinued dandelion crayons. Before you freak out, this is the plan. For those of you all that don't know, dandelion crayons were retired back in 2017 and they were my favorite growing up, so I've been collecting them ever since. While also collecting any broken ones that I came across.
No eggs, no kids, no hope. Plenty of yellow crayons though. Well done on that one. The chemical bombardment of our environment are also feminising men and keeping them trapped in a mentally prepubescent, emasculated mindset. There also seems to be a connection between people in the West increasingly not having kids and clinging on to their own lost childhood via toy purchases and obsessive collecting of dolls and board games involving cards. A falling birth rate means there are fewer children for whom to buy toys, notes the BBC. But there appears to be little evidence that anyone other than white people approaching middle age are driving the phenomenon, with non-white migrants to the West continuing to have children at a far greater rate, therefore leaving little time to
cry in a corner while clinging onto their teddy bears.
There's no shame in it, said Carrie Atherton, head of public affairs at the British Toy and Hobby Association.
It's okay to buy one for yourself.
Yeah, apparently there's no shame in filling your home with soft toys as an emotional comfort blanket, while you burn away the hours wallowing in your own childless self-pity while playing with Star Wars action figures and Funko Pops. No shame at all.